Trigger warning, Ted Cruz, obviously. Okay. We're gonna cover Ted Cruz real quick, who famously fist bumped Steve Daines after shooting down a bill that would expand healthcare coverage for veterans exposed to burn pits. This happened this week. Look at that. He's like, that's right, we did it. Steve, we did it. Fuck those vets. God, I hate them. You won't believe how dumb Joe Manchin is that this is the argument that worked on him. I was on a small 30-man patrol base in Afghanistan where our burn pit smoke blew into our face every single day for 7 months, and I still suffer from the effect. Hey, man, if you want adequate health care for that, though, Ted Cruz has got another thing coming for you, okay? It's called fist bumping another Republican congressman about not offering you the health care that the government said that they would give. That's right, baby. If you wanted to know, once again, that like none of these motherfuckers give a shit about you, they certainly don't give a shit about the veterans. They only use veterans as a talking point when it's, it's a great opportunity for them to come across like they're patriotic. Here it is. They don't even venerate the veterans as much anymore, though. I feel like they've just, they've given up on even fake caring about veterans. They only bring up veterans when they're talking about like homeless veterans to say like, why do we care about immigrants coming into the country? And then immediately talk about murdering homeless veterans the moment that like they're no longer using them as a talking point against immigrants coming into the country to be like, yeah, we need to clean the fucking area. Well, like we need to clean all the homeless camps. It's like, who the fuck do you think are homeless? It's not just veterans, but like there's plenty of veterans that are homeless. You know what I mean? So yeah. Veterans kind of fell off. Okay, they took a big L on that one. Here is Theodore, Jebediah, Edward, Raphael, Cruz. Okay, talking about Jon Stewart.
I didn't see Jon Stewart.
Trigger warning, Ted
quite
Cruz.
Funny. Look, he's talking about the PACT Act, which is a bill I support. It's a bill most senators support.
Oh, hello. I'm Jon Stewart. Apparently, quite funny. And I'm awfully interested in what Theodore Cruz is about to say about the PACT Act. Go on.
But what the dispute is about is the Democrats played a budgetary trick, which is they took $400 billion in discretionary spending and they shifted it to mandatory.
One thing, what Ted Cruz is describing is inaccurate, not true. Bullshit! This is no trick. Everything in the government is either mandatory or discretionary spending, depending on which bucket they feel like putting it in. The whole place is basically a fucking shell game. And he's pretending that this is some new thing that the Democrats pulled out, stuck into the bill, and snuck it past one Ted Cruz. Now, I'm not a big city, Harvard-educated lawyer, but I can read. It's always been mandatory spending so that the government can't just cut off their funding at any point. No trick, no gimmick, been there the whole fucking time.
And so it's just part of the out-of-control spending from the left.
They want to buy Hunter Biden cocaine, a crack cocaine, and they want to purchase all your pronouns. Be careful. They're coming for your pronouns. It's nonsense. There is nothing in the bill that is not related to veterans spending. And don't take my word for it. An asshole on an iPhone. Read it. It's at congress.gov. This is for veterans who suffered health effects from being exposed to burn pits and other toxins. That is it.
What the Republicans got made clear is if we leave that spending as discretionary, don't play the budgetary trick, the bill will pass with 80 or 90 votes.
I don't know how many other ways to say this, but there was no budgetary trick and it was always mandatory. And when they voted in the Senate on June 16th, they actually got 84 votes. And you know who voted for that? Ted fucking Cruz and every other one of those Republicans that switched their votes. There was no reason for them to switch the votes. The bill that passed the Senate 84-14 on June 16th has not had one word added.
Please help our vets. They got hurt while monitoring the genocide tunnel, and we have to stick up for our vets' rights. I think it's still fucked up, and I do think that we should stick up for our vets, though. I mean, the greatest outcome of this, obviously, is to just like expose the hypocrisy of the Republican Party. Not that it matters. No one gives a fuck. I'm too fucking doom-pilled to think that anyone will watch this and go, oh man, It sure seems like fucking our Republican senators are being really, they're being quite hypocritical about this. So the way I see it is like, you know, there are plenty of veterans who are conflicted on their service. There's plenty of veterans in this community that are conflicted on their service. There's plenty of leftist veterans who are like, this shit sucks. I was young, dumb, full of cum, and I went and I did this shit. I'm not gonna shit on them too much. You know what I mean? I believe in changing your behavior. I believe in the top of the hour ad break, and I believe in not allowing you to see the top of the hour ad break. You know what I mean? And if you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe, which you can do for $5 or for free. Right. Some of you may be foolish and think, oh no, I'll just fucking watch the ad, whatever, at the top of the hour. There's only one per hour. It's not that big of a deal. And then others are like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm watching all day, every day for 5 hours at the minimum. It's worth it. I'll purchase a fucking $5 subscription, or I will get a Twitch Prime by connecting my Amazon Prime account to my Twitch account. Or some of you are like, maybe I'll get gifted a sub because I'm lucky. I'm a good boy. Here's the woman ad break now. The fact that organizations like the Wounded Warrior need to exist proves how broken our country is. Yeah. D-Pipes, thank you for the 5, get the subs. I think one of the greatest examples that like America is so fucking fundamentally broken is the reality that like the number one, like most venerated class, okay? The most venerated group of individuals that are supposedly, they're supposed to be the most protected, is also a group of people that literally fucking kill themselves every 22 minutes, okay? How do you make that make sense? Like we're talking about, or it's not 22 minutes, sorry, it's 22 a day. Sorry, I fucked that up. How do you make that make sense? Like we're talking about veterans, right? Like universally supposed to be applauded, except for maybe this community, obviously. But like in the real world, in like regular America, these are the people that like everyone is constantly like, oh, we must protect them. They're awesome. Some of them are fucking awful. Everybody knows this, obviously. Every community has dog shit people. There's plenty of fucking dog shit veterans. They can suck my cock. I have had a lot to say about a particular veteran with one eye, if you recall. So much so that I got, you know, ass clapped by Twitch back in the day. But ultimately, like, when you think about it, these are the people that, like, America cares the most about, right? And no, they just, you just get fucking, you know, discounted jalapeno poppers and that's it, you know? Maybe every now and then someone will fucking salute you and say thank you for your service. That's it though. Nobody gives a shit. The war is happening, but nobody cares. It's not in the forefront. You know, we haven't had a 9/11 in far too long. You know, recruitment is down. And the days of like America's endless veneration of veterans is over. Hoss Chud, vets saved our country. You disrespected cocksucker. Yeah, if you salute when you see a vet, you're a dick rider. Oh, 100%. No, the dick riding goes crazy in especially in the South. Yeah, it's wild. Anyways,
to it by Democrats or spending fairies or anybody else. It's the same fucking bill. This is bullshit.
I didn't see what Stewart said, okay, so I don't know.
Do you think people say he could run
a plane?
Yeah, he's going over to Cancun, man.
I wonder where that's going. Perhaps.
God damn it. He's such a fucking dude. How is this man a professional comic, dude? Like that's a good, like, that's fine joke wise, but like that delivery is awful.
I leave you with a quick montage of Ted Cruz praising to the heavens our nation's fighting men and women, juxtaposed with him.
Also, I'm not a fucking comedian, okay? I'm a dickhead on the internet. He is. He's like a, you know, super old school comedian.
Fist bumping his Senate colleagues after removing those same veterans' benefits and health care for toxic wounds.
To our veterans, we say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Mr. Cruz, no.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck. Yeah, of course. Of course he doesn't give a fuck. I mean, come on. If you thought that he gave a fuck, you're a clown.